Good morning, dear students. Today we can start with new topic from the renal system, that is nephrons. Yesterday we have discussed regarding the important part in the excretory system, that is kidney. So nephrons are the functional unit of the kidney. Okay. So here it is a one part of the nephron, that is renal corpuscle, and we can see what is a nephron. As we already said, nephrons are the functional unit of the kidney. Each of the nephron is composed of following parts. Mainly three parts are there: a renal corpuscle or Malpighian corpuscle, then renal tubule and renal vessels. Then what is renal corpuscles? Renal corpuscles is a rounded structure consisting of a tuft of capillaries called glomerulus and a cup-like double-layered covering called Bowman's capsule or glomerular capsule. So here is the picture of the renal corpuscle. In this renal corpuscle, there is a tuft of capillaries. Okay, so that consisting of several capillaries that provides blood supply to the nephrons. So the tuft of capillaries and which is covered by a double layered structure, cup-like structure, that is known as Bowman's capsule. So here it is a double layered cup-like structure or Bowman's capsule. Then next we can see the renal tubules. Renal tubules are the long complicated tubule and that is also having different parts. It is the continuation of the renal corpuscle. As a continuation of the renal corpuscle, there is a long elongated tubule, and that tubule is divided into several parts. Mainly there are three parts, that is proximal convoluted tubule, then the loop of Henle, which is having a descending limb, a loop and an ascending limb. Then third one, distal convoluted tubule. So that long elongated complicated tube is having three main parts: distal convoluted tubule, then a loop of Henle and distal convoluted tubule. This loop of Henle is having a descending limb, a loop and an ascending limb. So this is the picture of the total nephron. So here this is the renal corpuscle or Malpighian corpuscle. So this is the Bowman's capsule, and within the Bowman's capsule a tuft of capillaries are there, so which leads to PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule. And after the PCT or proximal convoluted tubule, there is a downward elongation of the tubule, that is known as descending limb of the loop. So here the loop begins and the loop of Henle is having a descending limb. So this is a descending limb and a loop. This is the loop. Okay, and an ascending limb. So the urine goes in this direction. So this is a tuft of tuft of capillaries which leads to PCT or proximal convoluted tubule, and from the proximal convoluted tubule the loop begins to start. So the initial part of the loop is an descending limb. So from the PCT, a descending limb directs downward, and there is a loop, and this loop then followed by the ascending limb of the loop. Okay, then after the ascending limb there is the other part of the nephron, that is distal convoluted tubule. So here it is a distal part from the nephron. So it is a distal convoluted tubule. Here it is a proximally, here it is located proximally, so hence it is known as proximal convoluted tubule, and here it is located distally, so it is known as distal convoluted tubule. And distal convoluted tubule, from the urine directed to the bladder. So this is the structure of the complicated tubule, that is renal tubules. So after distal convoluted tubule, the urine will be drained into a collecting duct, and that will lead to the bladder. So initially there is a Bowman's capsule, and Bowman's capsule or renal corpuscle, and from the renal corpuscle the urine will be lead to the complicated structure in the renal tubules. So initially at the beginning there is proximal convoluted tubule, then after that there is loop of Henle. So in the loop of Henle the initial structure is a descending limb, and after descending limb there is a loop, and the loop will leads to an ascending limb, and this ascending limb leads to distal convoluted tubule, and from the distal convoluted tubule the urine will enters into the collecting duct, and this collecting duct will leads into the bladder. Then next we can see regarding the renal tubules in details. So the distal convoluted tubule ends by joining a collecting tubule. So here the distal convoluted tubule join into the collecting duct. Then the collecting tubule drain different nephron join to form larger tubules called the papillary duct of Bellini, which opens into minor calyx at the apex of the renal papillae. So this collecting tubule, collecting duct drains from different nephrons. So many collecting tubules are drained into the same portion. So in that area there will be larger tubules, which is known as papillary duct of Bellini. Okay, that papillary duct of Bellini gets opens into the minor calyx at the apex of the renal papillae. So yesterday we have discussed regarding different parts in the kidney. So in that papillary duct of Bellini gets opens into a minor calyx at the apex of the renal papillae. So we all know that about this renal papillae. So at the renal papillae, apex of the renal papillae, there are minor calyx. So this papillary duct of Bellini gets opens into that minor calyx. Then the renal corpuscles and major parts of the PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule, and DCT or distal convoluted tubule, are located in the cortex of the kidney. So all of these structures, that is the Bowman's capsule or nephrons, are located in the cortex of the kidney. So as we have already discussed, the kidney is having two different parts, inner cortex and outer medulla. So these parts, these nephrons are mainly located in the inner cortical part of the kidney. Okay, then the loop of Henle and the collecting ducts lie in the medulla, while this loop of Henle and collecting ducts lies in the medullary portion. The inner surface of the Bowman's capsule is lined with highly specialized cells called podocytes. So there is an inner lining for the Bowman's capsule. They are by highly specialized cell, which is by highly specialized cells known as podocytes. The outer layer of the nephron is lined by simple squamous epithelium. Then the PCT is lined with a cuboidal or lower columnar epithelium. So the PCT is lined by cuboidal or low columnar epithelium, and the outer layer of the nephron is lined by simple squamous epithelium. Then the cells are provided with microvilli and numerous mitochondria. The podocytes having so many microvilli and numerous mitochondria. Okay. Then the loop of Henle is lined with low cuboidal or squamous epithelium. Then the DCT means distal convoluted tubule is lined with the cuboidal cells only. Okay, and these cells do not have microvilli. So in PCT, the cells which is formed by lined in the PCT are provided with the microvilli and numerous mitochondria. But as in case of DCT is lined by cuboidal cells, but it is devoid of microvilli. It is do not having any microvilli in their structure. Then the collecting tubules are lined with cuboidal or low columnar cells. So there are so many cells lining these specific structures and each of these structures are lined with the different cells, different types of cells. So for outer layer,